Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What up, though, as we say here in Detroit, and welcome to the Baseball Roundtable Talks, where I got my buddies Boston Paul, the Red Sox fan, and Adam McNally, also known as Hurricane A, sports talking it on Twitter. What's up, guys?
Not much, Sharon. What's up with you?
Another great day in paradise.
Absolutely.
Living the
Oh,
dream.
look at this. And we got Yinzer, the Pittsburgh Jackwagon. Good to see MDE in the chat. I'm quite sure Danny will join us. We may be being visited by Dodgers Jason. And, of course, I just reminded Jamie, hey, we're rolling.
Right.
And
So,
for the
so,
first
Jeremy,
time since you know me, I have my blue check mark on X.
So, Jeremy, how does it feel to own a record for the Detroit Tigers?
It isn't a record I like.
No, definitely not. The
For most
only
injured
team-
players before.
The only team in franchise history to have 7 walk-off losses in a row. In
Wow.
Six
history.
of them were from Mr. Canley Jensen.
Like you had, Adam.
Oh yeah, am I still wearing? Yeah, they look good today. And
Yeah.
that error that happened late that Bastidos made on that throwing error, that cost the whole game. At that point, you could just feel the wheels just finally coming off. Ramirez missed a ground ball. Then he threw an error. Then he made an air play.
So we are going to go over the headlines around the MLB from the past week. And there's quite a few, actually. Kenley is actually French for gas can if you convert it into the true language. And, of course, we have the one, the only, Forehead.
Hello.
Amy Malloy, DJ Dog Tags, the unbiased journalist on Twitter. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. About you?
Any day I wake up is good. And I was just getting ready to go over our intro with our headlines. We got history being made on the mound. We have walk-off heroics and back-to-back games. We have got a rookie that just did something that has never been done in the history of the sport and then left the field hurt 20 minutes later. And as for my Tiger fans out there, we got a lot to talk about. A lot.
Like
Drop
the
a
fact that
baseball in the chat.
You're under 20. You're under 500 by 24 games since the All-Star break last year.
Yeah, I know.
25 now, I think, with the loss today.
Yeah, but you know what? We still beat you in the first round of the playoffs last year, so I'm good. Drop a ball in the chat right now if you're here and ready to break down every single
Really, we're gonna do this.
We're
gonna do this. I'm not even a basketball fan, but we know what happened.
Oh boy.
Let's see the chat light up and go, hey, you know what? Shit happens. It was their young team. They couldn't do it. I'm good. Hey, it's good to see you wearing a Boston Red Sox hat.
This is my work. This is my work hat, and this is my favorite franchise 47 hat by all means. All the other ones do not fit right. The Red Sox hat is the only 47 hat that fits me right. It's so weird. So whatever franchise 47 did for this hat, Jeremy, I recommend they do it for all their hats.
Nice. So We have
Danny,
the
what's going
armbar
on, Danny?
pitching made history this week. The big swing, the bats that define this week, the trainer's room, injuries, IL moves, and what they mean for the rest of the season.
Yep.
The Tiger spotlight, the drama, the beef, the walk-off losses, and the legend potentially coming back. And of course, the roundtable rapid fire and your hot takes and mine. But hello, Captain Danny, Michael Edwards. All of you, thank you for joining.
Captain Denny.
No, I guess that was my Tigers take, Jeremy. I guess I jumped the gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it in there about how bad we're doing. Trust me.
Well,
Yeah,
that's not
Yinzer,
time much
tell
better.
him. Tell that Pittsburgh Pirate fan to stop being a Guardians fan. Tell him.
What?
He says, I hate all Ohio teams.
Yinzer, I don't care. I have a camp, and I grew up drinking beer, listening to the Indians on the radio because I couldn't listen to Pirate games where I was up at camp. So that's why I'm an Indians fan. Just to let everyone know, I'm still a huge Pirate fan. But yes, I am an Indians.
Yeah.
Oh, they beat Orlando. That's who the Tristan beats in the first round. Yeah, I was trying to look.
Yeah. All right,
C.
So
I had to get the
there.
Tigers head on. I was tired of blinding myself off my screen.
3. Oh, never mind.
So let's get into it. We're going to talk about segment 2 right now. The armbar, 100 miles an hour, pitching made history this week.
Yeah.
You guys know who I'm talking about?
Jacob Mizorowski.
More than him.
Oh, yeah.
Fuentes?
Someone mute Paul.
Fuentes?
I need to start with the
Fuentes?
music. Jason Mizorowski just did something that literally has never happened in the StatCast era ever in the history of pitch tracking in Major League Baseball. This man threw 57 pitches at 100 miles per hour in or more in a single outing. 57.
Yeah. He
Not
had
even close.
103.6 on the gun. That game, it was first to 100 strikeouts this season, I believe, which surprised me because, but this guy he's incredible. I'm just afraid that, we're going to hear, his elbow,
But do you know what makes it? Here's what makes it more insane. He's not just a guy rearing back and throwing gas and people are swinging at bad pitches. He's locating it. He's sequencing. He is a legitimate closer operating at a level we have not seen before in the modern era of baseball.
Is this the guy with the sinker at 99 miles an hour too?
Yes.
Yeah, he's incredible.
That's freaking insane. I was like, what the fuck?
Real talk. Where does Jacob Mizorowski rank right now among the elite closers in baseball? Give me a name he compares to, past or present, in the chat right now.
Aroldis Chapman.
Closers
when
or
he was
starters?
In his prime,
Closers.
yeah.
Why? You just said he threw 57 pitches.
Yeah, he's a starter.
He's
Why are we
closing
comparing
people
him to
out. I think that's what they're talking
Oh,
about
oh,
is the way he's
oh,
closing people out.
Yeah. I mean, Skeens, right up there with Skeens, right up there with Garrett
Mason
Cole.
Miller.
And Scooble when he's healthy. He does it.
Yep.
Scooble does it too. You got a lot of those guys that have that elite triple digit fastball, but nobody's doing it 57 pitches in a game. Nobody
in a game. Can you believe
insane.
that? I mean, I keep, like I said, I'm like 57 pitches in a game. We're going to hear next week that he's got to go out for Tommy John surgery.
I won't repeat your comment there, Yinzer. I'm not mad at it though. I love it. Hate is a strong 4-letter word, like the F and S words.
Time out. Like, hold on. You can use. I'm sorry. That word is the perfect. That word is the perfect word for everything. It
I know it
expresses
is.
happiness, anger, frustration, just joy. Fuck yeah.
Action, subject.
Yeah,
Can be used as a
exactly.
noun, a proverb, an adverb, all of it.
Hey,
I know.
I'm gonna call Jay real quick and see what he's doing.
Yeah, I sent him the link.
How do I
I
mute
even
myself?
actually down there,
Down the
your little
bottom.
microphone.
SGA for 2.
The what?
Hmm?
What little microphone, Germ? Or
Down
just
the
take me out,
bottom.
Bottom,
dude, or
there's
just
it.
take me out for a minute.
Here, there we go. Gotcha.
There you go. Another thing that happened.
The word is best used to describe how to salute Packer fans. Just saying, yeah, you could. And when they try to come back, you can just say, well, it's either their age or their IQ. But anyways, I will take a fastball pitcher to hit off of than someone that can make a ball move during the entire delivery. People make too much out of a guy that can throw over.
Yeah, like Greg Maddux. I agree, Danny. Greg
No,
Maddux is a
I
master.
understand, but right now they're not hitting it is the problem. And
Yeah.
now let's go on to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
While
but
he's over there
unfortunately, Danny, though, we don't have pitchers like Greg Maddux anymore. They're all doing the 100 miles an hour thing. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
and there's about what 20 of them that hit the triple digits in the NFL right now with all 30 teams combined. It's still not common when you're talking about 5 and 6 man rotations. You're talking 1/5 of the league can do it. Now
The
let's
league
move on.
average, though, is probably like 95 right now, though. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
that's normal.
Is that what you're saying?
Which
Is that
used to be
your
like
way of
90,
saying you were
right,
done?
Jamie?
What
So
are we
now-
doing about Pittsburgh?
So now let's pivot to Pittsburgh. Paul Skeens, the man turned 24 years old this week and celebrated by striking out 10 Chicago Cubs hitters the day before his birthday. 10.
Listen, I learned we're all like Livy Dunn when someone hits a home run off that man, and I was more excited about anything in this world. Because speaking of that favorite word right there, if you watched whenever Springer hit the home run, she was like, fuck, what
She was
the
dropping
fuck?
it.
And I was just like, wait, I had the same reaction. I was so excited. I was just like, wow, she's just like us. I love it. That's
So
just put
here's
me
what
like
I
on a
want
whole
the-
new level. I know, Jeremy.
Here's what I want the roundtable to think about. Skeens is 23 years old. He's striking out elite lineups at will, and he has a fastball, what is that? I think it's more of a sinker combination that hitter genuinely confused at the plate by. At 23, the NL Cy Young race is wide open right now. Skeens is planting his flag early. Oh, and he also happens to be dating a former Miss USA, Libby Dunn. And the man is winning at literally everything.
He's right up there, man.
By all schemes, he is.
Yes, by all Skeens he is.
You know, he's had a little bit of ups and downs, but for the most part, I mean, the guy's unbelievable. You can count. I mean, put him out there every fourth or fifth day. You can count on him.
Jay will be logging in like 10 minutes.
Thank you.
And we're not even done with the arms. Jared Jones, the Pittsburgh's other guy, made his first start since 2024, came out the tunnel and threw 9 straight fastballs at 100 miles per hour. 9 in a row on his first day back on a major league mound in over a year. This is not a comeback story. This is a statement.
Yeah.
All right, Kim Kardashian.
He's ready. Jared Jones.
Hey, I said it's not a comeback.
Anyway, Jeremy, just to let you know, Jared Jones, I am not. I mean, he's a great pitcher, probably a great person, but you know, he's always 500, and I'm not completely sold. He was down in Indianapolis. He did give up three runs in 5 innings to the AAA boys down there. He only threw 76 pitches. I think that's what they're going to keep him around for a couple more starts. But he did look good until he got through the lineup. Then all of a sudden they started hitting him. And all of a sudden he gave up 5 runs and he took the loss. I mean, Rich is way more sold on Jared Jones than I am. I am not. Paul was highly strung out on Skeens or Jones.
Danny Fuller. Danny Fuller had this directly to say to you. I know this is a baseball show, actually, all of you, but I have to give a shout out to my California Buffalo Bills son, Steven. Here, Jamie, I told him how you are a Bills guru.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. That's
So
awesome.
give that young man a shout out. Say shout out to the Buffalo Bills fan, Steven.
Okay, this is a shout out to Buffalo Bills fan Stephen Fuller. Danny said, Steven, this is for you, buddy. Thank you for listening to our show. Bills Roundtable Talks. And where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Hey, man, I love that.
And I'm going to throw this out there
there's-
as the producer. If this kid wants to come on anytime and talk with Jamie on Tuesday nights, him and Joe do a Buffalo show whenever football kicks back in. So, Danny, if you want to let him know and he wants to be a guest, let Jamie know.
So we also had Jared Jones for the Astros throw a no-hitter.
Who?
Jared Jones,
So there's
pitcher.
There's two of them.
And again, no, Jared Jones. He threw a no-hitter versus the Astros, right?
Who?
Jared Jones, your guy.
When?
The same day that he threw the 9 straight 100-mile-an-hour pitches. Said he threw a new no-hitter while he was on the mound.
Well, not recently. He just got shelled for 5 runs on his comeback the other day.
They're saying it was a. Oh, and then this week the Houston Astros had a combined no-hitter this week in 2026. Astros being relevant again is either a great story or the most Houston thing that has ever happened. Let the chat decide. I'm going to say it's the most Houston thing ever because they've been so injured and struggling most of the season. For them to have a combined no-hitter in the first third of the season at the end of it is kind of crazy.
Did anyone else find this crazy? I know we're doing baseball talk. That the Astros finally won a game in Wrigley Field for the first time since 2015.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
I thought that was crazy.
It is crazy.
And then naturally this conversation came up because they did win last weekend in Chicago finally.
Yinzer's
But
way
I
too
found
full
that
of
to
hate.
So
I hate all
let's
Texas
talk about the
teams.
Astros no hitter now. So the Astros no hitter was 3 guys combined, right? First no hitter since 2024, September 2024. That Aimee guy, 6 innings, he got the win. They had the Steve Okert 1 scoreless inning in the 7th, and a guy by the name of I've never heard of, and I know all the ball players, Alimber Santa. It was a rookie, closed out 2 innings in his first major league debut. Pretty special game.
So this was absolutely an elite week for pitching for the teams that have been doing well overall.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the bats had some moments too, which is going to bring us to segment 3. Hey, where's it at? There it is.
I got a few guys on this list. Some big numbers.
Munetaka Murakami. Write that name down if you have not already, because this man just made history. The Chicago White Sox first baseman became the first rookie in Major League Baseball history to hit 20 home runs before the month of June. 20 before June. No rookie in the 150-plus year history of this sport has ever done it. He is leading the entire American League in home runs with 20. He is leading the AL in ribbies with 49. He is 26 years old, came over from Japan, and is playing first base for the Chicago White Sox like he owns it. But now here's the gut punch. Right after making that history, Murakami left Friday's game against Detroit with a right hamstring strain and is headed to the 10-day IL.
Yep.
The bad part is, after the MRI, the GM actually came out and said it looks like he won't be back for 6 to 8 weeks. And this guy was probably well on his way to be the American League Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's way too bad. That's really too bad, huh?
It's kind of like Cal Riley of the Seattle Mariners, who was on his way to be Rookie of the Year, and then he's got an oblique strain and going to miss 4 weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Some really good hitters this week. You had Alvarez, 350 average, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs in 6 games. I thought he's has a great year going too. He's 19 or 20 home runs. He's often hurt, but this year he's been pretty damn good, and you watch out for him for MVP.
And then I got to say this name again when I had to talk about it for Detroit in a minute here. I hate the fact that this is actually a subject, but go ahead, Boston Paul.
No, that's fine. Couple other guys, Corbin Carroll, got 400 batting average this week, 1.226 OPS, 4 triples, 2 homers, 11 game span with 8 triples. Okay, 11 game span being some last week and most of this week.
Yeah.
Some really, really good hitting going on right now. Marte, Ketel Marte, the second baseman, Arizona, 536 batting average, 7 extra base hits, 12 RBIs in 7 games. You got some good hitting, some good pitching too. Getting back to the pitching a little bit, Sanchez, Phillies, 41 and a half scoreless innings, most in a 115-year Phillies record previously held by Grover Cleveland Alexander. So he's been pitching great. Ty Detmers became the 14th pitcher in Major League history to record 14 plus strikeouts with no walks and 1 or fewer hits in a single game. Some special moments this week with players going on.
Oh, yeah. There has been some special moments. And here's another one. That last game where Baltimore beat us before we went on to play the Angels, a guy with a 190 batting average in the final inning with 2 men on hit a 3-run shot, Colton Cowser. And no big deal. Okay, he caught fire. The pitcher, Kenley Jansen, threw back-to-back sinkers in the exact same location at the exact same speed down the middle of the plate on an 0-2 count.
So you noticed that too, huh, Jeremy?
Yes, I did. So you want to know what? He backed it up. The very next game, he hits another walk-off homer.
Yeah, that's special.
And now his average is over 200. His OPS is jumping. All due to Kenley Jensen being an idiot. He gave him the confidence that he could hit a home run because he had never hit a home run in his career yet, and he was batting 190. And as soon as he hit it, because he hadn't been up long, he jumped to a 205 average above the Mendoza line.
He's starting to heat up now. He should be pretty good this year.
The Orioles are quietly building something really dangerous in the AL East. Cowser going back-to-back walk-offs. Gunnar Henderson slashing 412 over his last 8 games. And this Baltimore lineup has not even fully hit its stride yet.
That's because
how underrated are they?
That was a huge boost to that team. Rushman getting off the DL, IO, whatever.
He's a spark plug. He really is a spark plug.
So how underrated are the Baltimore Orioles right now?
Well, they are because they underperform, and now they're performing like they're starting to perform like they should. There's a lot of talent on that team.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of talent on that team, and they started out in the basement, which a certain team that you like replaced them.
Yeah,
but
we won't talk about it. No, we can't.
Okay. Didn't hurt that Rushman went straight on the IL as soon as the season started.
Yeah,
that killed him.
So if this trend continues, because over the last 2 weeks, they've only lost 2 games. If this trend if they continue this type of winning at this clip, are they going to become an AL pennant contender?
They can. You know, they have
I'm
a lot
not
of
saying
talent.
they are. I'm saying, can they?
Yeah, they can. I think they can. They have enough talent. They should. If they don't, it's a travesty.
Oh, look at this. We got Jason. Jason, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Sorry I am so late. I just got back from my daughter's 16th birthday party, and it was
Hey.
fucking hell in a handcart.
Legit excuse, though. As a father, I applaud
See?
that.
See, there's that word. You used it in a great
Thank
phrase.
you.
Great face. We had this conversation earlier.
Yeah, I know. But anyways.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Jay, I thought I'd see you like eating one of your sandwiches from your sandwich rings.
So the training room
I stuffed
has been...
I stuffed my pie hole at the party, so I'm fine.
Hey, there we go. So the trainer's room is getting busy with all the IL stuff going around the league. I just mentioned Murakami and how he's probably going to miss 6 to 8 weeks with his grade 2 hamstring tear after the MRI came out. MDE says, congrats, Jason.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But there's a lot of injuries going around, and it's not just the Tigers.
Oh.
So Ethan Holiday of the Colorado Rockies, MLB's pipeline, number 17 overall prospect in all of baseball, is done for the 2026 season. Foot surgery, no timetable for a return. For the Rockies, this is a gut punch when they were just starting to hit their stride, and he was a big part of the reason why.
And
he's supposed to be a cornerstone. Yeah.
I watch Ethan Holiday a lot because he plays for the Fresno Grizzlies out here in my town, who are the single A affiliate of the Rockies. And so all of our fans here in Fresno have been packing out the stadium on a nightly basis to see Ethan, and what a good young player he is. So you're right, Jeremy. This is a gut punch, not just to the Grizzlies organization, but to the Rockies as well, because he's moving very quick up their organization's ladder.
Jason, I think he's better than his brother.
You know what? I tend to agree with you. When I look at Ethan versus Jackson, what I see is better plate discipline first and foremost. And he has better overall athletic skills in the field than what Jackson does. Now, that's saying something because Jackson's quite a player in his own right, although he has injury problems. Ethan has them now too. But I agree with you. I think Ethan is the better of the two in terms of having more prepared major league skills at this point, because remember, Jackson got called up really quickly by the Orioles. He only spent, I think, about a season and a half before Baltimore called him up.
I think it was a season and a half.
And that's one of the problems with Baltimore, Jeremy. Their problem is they bring their players up too early. That's a major problem with the Baltimore Orioles. They're quick to bring their guys up way too early. I don't know if Jason would agree with that, or Adam or you, but I mean that's what I've seen and that's what I've observed and that's what I think.
So I already talked about how Murakami hit the 10-day IL this morning before his MRI, and then the GM comes out right after the MRI and says, "Oh no, it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks before he comes back." That's a gut punch to the White Sox. Now, granted, they still beat us 7-1 because I've talked about the Tigers' woes, and we'll bring it up again in a minute because I have a whole subject about it.
Just to let everyone know, he played 3 seasons in minor leagues.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Thank you.
Yeah, I just had to look that up because I thought they called him up right after they drafted him. That's
sure
why I looked that up.
Ethan played 3 seasons in the minors?
I was talking about the Baltimore Holiday.
Holiday. Okay, I'm sorry.
So anyways, it's a gut punch to the White Sox because they're trying to make a push to catch the Guardians right now. They just increased their win total to 31-27 because they won the last 2 versus us, and the Tigers have fallen to 22-37.
Pretty bad.
So fantasy managers index.
Is it heavy talks of trading Skubal right now?
They are open to talking about it because Scott Boras is refusing to talk to us, so we kind of don't have a choice. So they're entertaining it. They're trying to find out what teams he wants to go to, and the Dodgers are not one of them. I just wanted to say that right now because he already said, I don't want to go to the West Coast.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. I'm not going to cry about it.
Just saying.
They all do eventually.
He's damaged. He's damaged goods now anyway, right?
No,
Well,
The Dodgers are
and
good
that-
with damaged goods. What are you talking about?
Well, and it's interesting you bring up the damaged goods
Yeah,
because
they
another
have so many
caveat-
pitchers they can afford.
Yeah, another caveat to trading for Tarek Skubal is whoever
Go ahead.
trades for him is either A, going to have to decide if they want to sign him to a long-term extension, or B, are they willing to give up, if they're not going to sign him to a long-term extension, are they really willing to give up 3 or 4 top prospects for damaged goods on a 2 or 3 month rental status?
On a rental player.
Yeah, exactly. You bring up a good point there, Boston Paul.
Yeah. I mean, you got to consider that now.
So
Danny,
fantasy
I love
managers
it.
in the chat.
I love it.
Danny's
Purple-
a big Dodgers fan.
Fantasy managers in the chat. Who is your biggest injury headache heading into June? Drop the name. The White Sox fans, how worried are you about this team ceiling without Murakami in the lineup? Weigh in.
I think that's going to be a huge loss to the White Sox.
I think it is too. Against better teams, he's really their only consistent hitter right now. Everybody else is okay. He's the one that's pushing them out of that 3 hole. And without him, they don't have that kind of power in their lineup.
Yep,
I mean, he's leading the American League.
Yeah, and he was bringing fans back to the South Side. I mean, it felt good to see U.S. Cellular Field getting packed with White Sox fans again. So, I don't know. Sorry,
I would say, how long has it been since we saw that? Wasn't it the last time when they made it to the playoffs to lose to the Royals?
Yeah, and then 2005 when they won the World Series.
Right. That was before that. I'm talking about the last time was when the Kansas City Royals, I think that was 2015. And then before that was 2005 when they won it?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Biggest fantasy headache injury, Josh Hader and Edwin Diaz at the start of the year. Both of them over half of my teams has crippled me. For me, Max Fried.
Big one.
Guy was dominating, misses for 10 days, comes back, and I think they brought him back too early.
I have like 5 shares of him in 5 different leagues, and terrible. It's a killer.
Yeah, and Mai's getting hurt again, re-injuring his groin injury that he just came back from because, once again, they brought him back too early because Skubal was out. That's a knee-jerk reaction is what that is. And that's as much on
started
Scott
doing great
Harris.
too, Jeremy. He started doing really good, you know.
Yeah, he went 4 innings, 6 strikeouts in his first time out, and his second time out. The first time out, he went like 5 1/3 scoreless.
Yeah.
Our bullpen is atrocious. And when I get to it, I'll talk about it when I get to my Tigers segment. I don't want to get too far into it. But yeah, Mize is hurting me and my fantasy team too, because right now, all I got is Yoshimoto as an ace until I get this trade with you done. Boston Paul.
I mean, Boston Paul's been trying to give away his whole team all week.
Hey, I take action. I don't sit on my team. I take action and make it better.
Yes,
Austin
Kenley getting hurt was
I
a party. MDE said it right here. Kenley Jansen getting hurt should be a party and a national holiday celebrations with free beer and for any sucker with them on their team. Him getting hurt and off your team is a bonus gift from the gods.
Actually, Jeremy, you know who got hurt for the Tigers? That pitcher that I thought was kind of a bummer that he got hurt. Brian Herter. He's a really good pitcher.
Brian Herter,
left-handed pitcher.
He was a nice nice left-handed mid reliever, which helped us out against in the American League. It's a lot of right-handed batting orders, and right-handers, for some reason, seem to struggle a lot with left-handers, especially in the mid-relief role. So, yes, it does hurt us because he was one of the few with an ERA under 7. God help us. Tyler Horton is okay, but we're going to have to use him as a starter. Drew Anderson was starting to look like a good mid-reliever, and he was coming to form. His last 4 games, he's threw a third of his pitches at 97 miles an hour, which he never did that in his career.
Yeah.
Jason has a question up there on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, he says, it looks like Danny says he's interested in my take. I don't think the Dodgers have hurt one bit losing Edwin Diaz, just my opinion. Danny, you're spot on with that. For a change, the Dodgers bullpen is actually good.
But for fantasy baseball, it's killing people, is what I'm getting at, is what we were getting at. Yeah. That was a fantasy baseball question.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't play fantasy baseball anymore. But yeah, you're right. Fantasy owners were really set on Edwin Diaz, and his injury definitely not only shuffled a lot of fantasy lineups, pissed off a lot of owners, but this is why I wasn't excited about the Diaz signing to begin with, because I knew this was going to happen. And something else that's going to make fantasy owners even a lot more angry is when Diaz is slated to come off the injured list, which at this point is probably late August at the earliest. MLB still has not decided on what they're going to do about this supposed cockfighting thing down in Puerto Rico, which is illegal. So,
right.
And I think MLB hasn't ruled on it yet because they don't want to stick a knife in Diaz's side while he's rehabbing his injury. So it's very possible that when Diaz comes off the IL, he's also going to be suspended for 20 games, 30 games. I don't know how they're going to handle the discipline. So, in other words, I don't think Diaz is pitching again the rest of the season. That's just my opinion.
Well, it's all right. The Dodgers don't need a closer. They just, they get along just fine.
I like your.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look, our Schwartz are twisted.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
Who knows? Maybe we'll meet in Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money. And it's finally coming out 35 years later.
Yep. The line that I
Go ahead.
The line that I love from that movie was oh no, Mega Maid's gone from suck to blow.
Oh. Was that the first movie that really showed some
dirty shit? Yeah.
Man, we ain't found shit.
No, the one before that, the best one that had Alex Karras as Mongo was Blazing Saddles. Excuse me while I whip this out.
And you realize if the edited version of that movie aired today, it would only be 3 minutes in length. That's it.
Right.
I bet you
the old man trying to yell that the African American was riding the horse towards. It's a goddamn ding! The bell would ring.
1, 2,
now
3,
for my
4,
next
5.
impersonation, Jesse Owens.
Don't y'all sing any of them good colored songs? Remember that?
Yes. All right, back on the baseball talk now.
Yes. And now we're going to go to the subject that I don't want to talk about, but Adam loves it.
Yinzer, you just heard me say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just heard me say that.
The beef, the bleeding.
Johnny. I don't love it.
Yeah, you love the fact we're failing. Come on now, you're a Guardians fan. You have to. But anyways, the lifeline. Before I get into the beef that was started, and this has to do with one of the co-hosts of Costa and Jansen on 97 Won the Ticket, I'm going to make a suggestion to Scott Harris.
Is that like your
It's called SRT. Scott Harris is our president of baseball operations, the one that decides who moves up, who moves down, who we sign, who we don't.
No, I was asking that radio channel. Is that like the Fan?
It used to be the Fan. We used to have one called the Fan here. It was similar to that. It's a all sports, but it's FM now, and it's called 97.1. It's the ticket. Owned by Jamie Samuelson, a longtime reporter in the Detroit area. But
Okay.
SRT, initials. No, and I don't mean special racing team like it means with Dodge. Or anything else that has to do with racing. It's the town of South Rockwood. And it is in exactly the halfway point between Detroit and Toledo. The T should be transport. And what we need to do is have a bus heading in each direction every day right now till we get this lineup right. Whoever's crapping the bed needs to go to SRT and be shipped to Toledo. And whoever's doing good from Toledo needs to be shipped back to Detroit because something has to change. I'm sick of it.
Is Hinge your problem?
No, it isn't Hinge. It's Scott Harris, the
I'm
guy
just
that
curious,
does the call-ups.
a lot of people like to put the blame on the coach right away.
No, the coach can only deal with so many injuries, and when he's given a lineup with 4 guys that came up from Toledo that have a batting average combined of 196.
That's really good.
Yeah. Well, the beef with Jim Costa of Costa and Jansen is Wenzel Perez, the Tigers outfielder. He hit a home run in a game we shut out the Angels the other day. The Angels, the team that's tied with us in record, so they're just as crappy as we are. Thank God there's one team worse than both of us. And he posted the clip of his home run to his Instagram, not just once, not just twice, but 5 times within an hour after the game.
It was exciting.
Different angle.
Once,
When you have
twice,
an average
5
below
times,
200,
go ahead.
when you have an average below 200, as a matter of fact, below 190, and you hit a home run, you know what you do? You post it once and say, "Thank God I'm off the snide," and move on. You don't post it like you're Babe Ruth hitting a career ender.
Well, he's acting like he's never been there before. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
As one does in the big leagues. Why can't you just enjoy the moment? Is all I'm getting at. And he sat there. He goes, He went on the air and said Perez was a -1 WAR player whose ass shouldn't even be on the roster. Direct quote on the radio in Detroit. Now here is where it gets good. Perez heard it, and instead of going to social media to clap back with words, he went to the plate and clapped back with his bat. 3 for 9, 2 home runs. His OPS jumped 88 points in that stretch. And then the Detroit Tigers official X account, Teams Verified Social Media, posted his next homer with the captions, "So good we might have to share it 5 with an exclamation point." So I think that's hilarious. I think that's hilarious. But
It is hilarious.
Scooble has actually pitched his second simulated game at the rehab facility in Toledo and is about to come up. Justin Verlander did 66 pitches in a 5-inning simulated game where he actually topped out at 95 miles an hour. He's close to coming back. Jackson Jobe is finally pitching simulated games at the rehab assignment in Toledo. Jeff Miller, the rookie prospect that was tearing it up for Toledo, just got off the DL and he's doing simulated pitching. So there is some hope coming up. And that's where I'm saying maybe the bleeding will stop because Scooble's actually pitching.
Can one guy really save this team, Jeremy?
No, but I'm going to give you about 4 names that we should ship down and ship up. Wenzel Perez being one of them. Yes, his bat finally woke up, but I trust it less than I trust Dirty Depends. I'm just saying. Yeah. Haikun Lee, the guy is making bonehead after bonehead play, on top of being a paltry 192 hitter. Zach Short, if he was good, as good defensively as he's inconsistent with his bat, I might keep him there when McGonigal has to come off. But he's so inconsistent with his bat, it's starting to reach into his glove, and he's dropping stuff that is routine. And then, of course, well, thank God Canley Jensen get hurt, so we don't have to send him down. But anybody else that blows another save needs to go. And bring up their best left-handed reliever. Bring up Jeff Miller, who is a left-handed starter. And then you got something to work with. Because then you got 3 righties, because Mize is going to be out for some time. There's no foreseeable future when he comes back. Tyler Horton is starting to look good. Troy Melton's starting to look good. So there is hope for us. And I hope they won't get from the Dodgers. Scooble already said he will not be traded to the West Coast. Scott Boras is the one that's calling to see to find out where Scooble wants to go. So it's all up to Boras and Scooble, but the West Coast is not it.
All kidding aside, come to Boston, Scooble.
Halfway through, you gotta check.
You know who would love him? They got 2 pitchers doing well right now. I say Ad McNally's team would love to get Scooble, but I don't know if they'd give up the prospects to do it.
Which team?
Your team, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh, the Pirates.
Oh, imagine him on them. Jeez,
Could you see Skeens, Jones, and Scooble together?
No.
That'd be a fantasy
I wouldn't even know
rotation.
I wouldn't even know it would give up, because a lot of our prospects are on the verge of coming over right now.
You'd probably have to give up Jones.
And Griffin.
If you tell me right now, Paul, from what I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
you don't think I would give up Jones for Scooble, or you out of
You
your
would.
mind?
I don't think Pittsburgh would,
But you'd have to probably throw in Connor Griffin too.
Yeah, fuck off.
No, Pittsburgh has some good young players. They really do. That kid that they have the.
I know who I don't want. I don't want your center fielder you hate so much.
I don't hate O'Neal Cruz. I just don't feel he's
You
a great
don't
center
hate-
fielder. Listen, okay, so if they threw in Baez in this trade, you wouldn't still want O'Neal Cruz?
I don't want O'Neal Cruz at all.
Your porch is shorter. You would play in Kansas City more. You would have a shorter porch in Kansas City as well. He might fare well in the AL, especially the AL Central.
No, thank you.
Fine, you don't want him? Fucking don't take him. I don't give a shit. He'll stay right in Pittsburgh.
And don't forget the Phillies. The Phillies have some top prospects that they'd be willing to part with to get
They do.
somebody. You know who else might? And it's in our league, the Orioles. Could you see the Orioles adding Scooble to that pitching rotation?
Now the Orioles have prospects to give up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
And
the Orioles will.
I think they because
Go ahead,
didn't
Tom.
they trade a few players away for picks this upcoming draft this past year?
Not sure.
I think they did.
This is where we need Rab or Matt for that conversation. And
Oh, I know another team that has a bunch of picks coming up next year, the Brewers.
not
And
not
they
this
have
draft.
They
class.
won't spend. They won't. They
Yeah, the
won't pay him.
Brewers would never want Scooble.
They won't pay him.
Well, we'll get to where they might want somebody like Scooble because they may not have a choice. Remember what we were just
Yep.
talking about, Boston, Paul?
Yes, sir.
And you know where I'm going with that.
Yes, sir.
And because right now we're in the
I do.
rapid, and now that I'm done bitching about my Tigers,
You're never
because
going
I
to be
would
done
bring up
bitching
Max
about your
Clark, Max
Tigers.
Anderson, Jeff Miller, Max Clark, the outfielder, Max Anderson, the second baseman to replace Haikun Lee, and anybody with a pulse defensively for Zach Short, because he really only has to play like maybe once every 5-6 games when McGonigal needs to sit on his butt a day. So on to the rapid takes. And this is where you guys get to talk about your teams and the fans in the chat get to ask questions about anything. Jason, talk about your Dodgers. What's current going on with them?
Yeah, so right now there's a lot of moving parts with the Dodgers. We've had a lot of guys go on the injured list. We have a lot of guys who are still on the IL. We have a lot of guys who have been activated. Some of the most recent injuries, Teoscar Hernandez is going to be out for a month. Hamstring strain. It's a grade 1 strain, so that will keep him out probably a month. Kike Hernandez just breaks my freaking heart. 2 days after he gets activated off the injured list, he goes 4 for 4 in the 2 games he plays in. He goes back on the injured list because he freaking suffers an oblique strain. And from what it sounds like, it's a very bad oblique strain. So Kike is going to be out probably until September at the earliest. Now, also, Tyler Glasnow was expected to ramp up his pitching to where he could stop throwing off flat ground and throw off the mound. But it's not just his back that's giving him problems. It's more body pains. Hello, Dodgers fans. We've dealt with this before. Body pains kept Tyler Glasnow out for over 3 months last season. And lest I say, Blake Snell was transferred to the 60-day IL yesterday, which does not bode well because he had the Scooble scope. And when he had it done, everybody in Dodger land, well, almost everybody, was saying, yippee! All right, Snell's going to be back by the end of June. Think again. So we have a lot of moving parts of injuries. We have a lot of guys. Santiago Espinal, who was recently designated for assignment, was just signed back by the Dodgers after Kike was placed on the injured list. We also had Alex Freeland, who was previously optioned down to AAA, get called back up to take Teoscar Hernandez's spot on the roster. Ha-Seong Kim was also optioned down to AAA because he's only been batting 171 since May 5th. So, yes, we have a lot of moving parts right now. But with that being said, that's the ugly and the bad. Here's the good. Shohei Ohtani is finally starting to swing the bat better. Freddie Freeman is swinging the bat better. Max Muncy doesn't seem to be affected by getting hit by that pitch on the wrist. He's swinging the bat better. So there are some good things there, but still, it's typical Dodgers, guys. We deal with this every damn year. Injuries, inconsistencies in the offense. So it is what it is, and you just roll with it.
All right. Boston Paul, let's hear about your Red Sox. How good are they doing right now?
Well, they're not doing so well. Right now, they're 23-33, 13-16 since Cora got fired, so a little better. But the thing that sticks out to me with the Red Sox is, check this out, 9-19 at home, 14-14 on the road. What's up with that? You should be able to mash it at Fenway, right? A third of their lineup, their opening day lineup is on the IL. Now, let me talk about the offense. The offense is noticeably worse since the firing. The biggest surprise is that the offense has declined after the coaching shakeout. The offense under Cora was 4.15 runs per game. The lineup has become more structured, with players getting more consistent batting order roles, and but the results haven't followed. Right now, these guys are going at 3.28 runs per game, 28th in the league, only in front of St. Louis and Kansas City. At one point in late May, they had scored the fewest runs in Major League Baseball since the firing. Now, defense has improved. They rank second and outs above average. What that means, I don't know if people know what that means. What it means is if they're at 4. So they create 4 more outs than the average team does in a game. Pitching.
Danny asked you a name. Danny asked you a question real quick.
He just said, love you, Paul. Pitching is quietly much better right now with the Red Sox. Bottom line, offense is worse on Cora. Defense is better. Pitching is better. Overall results slightly better, but not dramatically. That's just what it is with the Sox right now. We are what we are.
All right. Adam, do you want to talk about your Pirates or your Guardians?
I have Guardians on my phone, so
Go ahead.
I'm not going to rub anything in because just to let you know, Gabriel Herrera's got put back on the 60-day DL, and Brian Rucchio is going to have to play short for a while. And he started making a couple errors today, and hopefully it was just like just a fluke because Ramirez made a couple errors today too. So, and Angel Martinez was caught a fly ball and went into the dugout and never came back out. He is undergoing an MRI either tonight or tomorrow for inflammation in the left foot. But with that Chicago guy out, Jeremy, this opens up the AL Rookie of the Year for sure. For even your guy got a little golden foot in the door now. McGonigal, Chase, DeLuther, and Travis Bassana, and also Pedrick, the guy that pitched today, who pitched a good game. What the hell is his name? Hold on.
For who?
Parker Messick. Parker Messick.
Oh, Parker Messick. I've heard the name.
And I don't know how big this is, but Travis Kelce did buy a minority stake into the team today.
I had that on the NFL Roundtable talks. He actually bought it on Tuesday.
Oh, was it Tuesday? And now does that mean all of a sudden that girl's going to be coming too?
Probably.
I made a bold. I took a bold take on this because with somebody with like Taylor Swift's money, more than likely there's going to be a prenuptial agreement before they get married. Anything that is owned prior to marriage stays with who it's with. This might be his way because of her track record of relationships of protecting himself to have an income when she backs out of it.
I think this one's going to go for some reason. I think this is a good mix.
I don't think it's for sure. I think it's been all right.
I trust Taylor Swift in a relationship even less than I trust Wenzel Perez batting, which I trust like dirty depends.
I don't know. It just feels different. I don't know why. It just feels different from any relationship that we've all heard Taylor Swift in.
Right.
Okay, Jamie, talk about your Yankees.
They won 8-2 last night, playing in that minor league ballpark against the Sacker Vegas A's. They're gonna be heading out of that place and actually going to the AAA ballpark in June in Vegas. The A's are gonna be until their new stadium's built, so that's exciting. But anyway, in terms of the Yankees, I feel like they put on a good show last night. Carlos Rodon pitched 6 strong innings. I think even with what Max Fried is probably going to be coming back pretty soon. He's on the 15-day disabled list, but it's just crazy. Even with or without him, they could supply a whole MLB worth of pitching like right now, from their starters to the minor league and even their bullpen.
So I do have to say, Busted Paul, thank you, because you spanked the Guardians today 9-1 in their house.
That's what I said. All the errors, great. And
there was a lot of curves.
I talked about this. They just the bullpen fell apart a little bit, Jeremy. Like Connor Wong almost hit a home run, almost hit off the top of the wall. First, it would have been
who's Wong almost hit a home run?
Connor Wong.
Oh,
it was
Connor's Wong. Did he hit a Wong ball off the wall? All right, now we're to the part which is going to affect the future of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
The CBA showdown, MLBPA versus the MLB, the salary cap demands. Owners want to do the salary cap. When I say owners, All but 9 of them want a hard salary cap, which means it would pass if it went to a vote right now.
But it wouldn't pass the Players Association.
But it won't pass the Players Association. This is the proposal that MLB put out. Every 40-man roster, if you're on a major league team, get a minimum salary of $1.5 million beginning in 2027. Expansion of salary arbitration eligibility, enhanced compensation, and contract guarantees for players in salary arbitration. Expansion of rules aimed at combating service time manipulation, elimination of the qualifying offer, as well as the penalties for clubs that sign free agents, increased benefits for lower revenue clubs who lose players to free agency, qualified free agency for players with 5 or more years of service who have reached the age of 30, luxury tax threshold increases and removal of non-monetary penalties, a new competitive integrity tax applying to clubs that fail to meet minimum payroll benchmarks. Now, before I give the MLBPA's response to all of this, they came up with a hard floor and a hard cap ceiling, and it's about a $73 million range. Set 172.2 for the floor, and the hard cap would be $245.8 million.
Would that get rid of the luxury tax?
That would eliminate the luxury tax because you'd have a hard cap. But when you look at the salaries around the league, there are 12 teams that don't even come close to the 172.2. The closest, as I mentioned to Boston Paul before everybody showed up, is the Milwaukee Brewers, whose total cap after their what little bit of dead cap they incurred with what they lost or cut this offseason is $141 million. The next team not under the cap is the Kansas City Royals at 185.
Yeah.
That's the jump there. And the lowest salary cap in the league is the Miami Marlins at $84 million after dead cap.
Now, well, I'm just curious, but where's all this money coming from these teams that are well under that much spent? I mean, even the Pirates, we just went over the 100 million and we're excited about it.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
is the MLB giving them more money? Or
no, it's coming out of they're cutting into the owner's profits as a whole across the league. Here's the thing with the TV revenue and everything that's brought in, every sport owner, regardless of league other than like WNBA or Women's Professional Hockey League, makes approximately $900 million to $1 billion per year. So they're saying, cinch your belts to the cheaper teams. You're going to have to cut back on some of your spending because you're actually going to have to pay people, because they're saying the lowest man on the roster is going to make $1.5 million.
Yep.
And the MLBPA loves that. What they don't love is the hard cap, because what the hard cap is going to eliminate deferred payments. The deferred payroll. There'll be no more Shohei. There'll be no more of those type of contracts going forward.
That's the first thing they should do is get rid of deferred contracts.
Was guaranteed money included in this or not?
That was all. If you listen, he talked about guarantees and everything else. I said that.
I was trying to listen and process it all, and I just wasn't doing a good job. I'll be honest.
I know. So the MLB fired back with this, and Bruce Sutter is one of them that fired back. Yesterday, the MLBPA presented a comprehensive package of proposals designed to improve compensations for players at all levels to incentivize and reward competition on the field. In other words, for the teams that do bad, even with making that payroll, We'll get into that in a minute, Danny. Let me get here. The owners responded today with a demand for a salary cap system, something generations of players have fought against. The last time owners made such an explicit push for a cap over 30 years ago led to the longest work stoppage in MLB history. Where I disagree with them, they're saying they're having record viewership. This isn't even as close to the steroid era, and the steroid era was not as good as prior to the work stoppage. We talked about this, Adam. The Nielsen ratings for TV alone was way better prior to the work stoppage.
Baseball was dead until the home run derby.
Right.
Baseball was dead
until the steroid era. Right.
I call it the home run derby. But I mean, without that, Jeremy, the baseball, it might be still relevant, but everyone looks back and goes, "This is what saved baseball." And these 8 players that all did steroids and got caught, all get blacklisted and can't make the Hall of Fame, but they saved the damn game.
The reason why they want to get rid of the deferred payments for contracts on these teams is because the small market teams and the mid-major teams can't afford to do it. 100%, that's what it is. And say what you want. It gives teams that have an abundance of extra money because of whatever they make their extra money with. And usually it's just due to having a bigger population of fans in their city.
So would the Mets get hit with extra $1 million every year because they pay Bobby Bonilla?
That would be a grandfathered in clause. You know what I'm saying? Because he's retired already.
Right.
He's not an active player.
Yep. I mean, but still, they still pay $1 million out of their.
The Reds are still paying Ken Griffey Jr.
The Reds are paying a lot more to Ken Griffey Jr., but Barry Bonds will still get paid a lot longer. Or Bobby Bonilla, I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness.
Bobby Bonilla, I thought that ended in 2030.
35.
Is it 35 still?
Yeah, Connor Griffin.
Reds are paying.
Because that's what they were talking about. They were talking about Bobby Bonilla will get paid longer than Connor Griffin.
Yeah,
what
did you say about Ohtani?
I don't care.
At the end of Ohtani's contract, right? You were telling me earlier.
According to what it is, he's making what is it, $2 million per year while he's playing there, Jason? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, around that number. It sounds about right.
And then at the end, the way that contract was worded when I saw it, he's due the whole 580 the moment he retires at the end of that contract.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are. And this is kind of what irritates me about Shohei's contract is that when he signed the contract, when the Dodgers signed him to that deal, they didn't do a very good job of letting everybody know about how the contract actually works. When he got the 350, 400, however much he ever got, everyone thought, well, he just got it all up front. Well, no, that's not the case. So, yeah, Shohei is only making about, I think, maybe $3.5 million, $4.5 million.
It's going to be like a Powerball winning, Jason. He's only going to get like $230 million out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because he has not taken American citizenship. So, therefore, he's taxed differently than an American jock taxed. He doesn't get the American jock tax put to him because he's still technically a citizen of Japan. He's here on a work visa.
But he's getting paid in California, though. That should be a California tax, right?
Only if you are an American citizen.
So how long is his visa good for? Or what if they don't extend it?
He'll renew it again every 4 years like they always do. As long as he has a job in America and he's not breaking laws, guess what? They'll renew it for him.
Better not let Newsroom find out. If he's a Trump supporter, he'll take it all.
Yeah, no kidding.
I heard that was crazy the other day whenever I heard that.
Yeah, pretty insane.
The Spurs were up last I looked, Marcus. I don't know if they were still winning or not. It's been a minute since I looked. Anyone on?
The Thunder are 2 points behind in the third quarter as of this point.
Oh, they came back a little bit then. Last I looked, the Spurs were up 18 or something.
You know, it's 79-77 right now.
I really want the Spurs to win.
Spurs only up 2. I don't.
I like Wemby.
And I'll explain why later, but I don't. But anyways, I just don't like him.
That's fine. No, that's fine, Jeremy.
I think he's a fine player and everything else, and he could go down as one of the greatest, but I don't want him to win a championship in his second year in the league, or third, or fourth.
You're entitled.
I want him to go somewhere else and win it. Because technically that year, by the lottery percentages that the San Antonio Spurs had to get the number 1 pick overall, they shouldn't have got him. There's no way they should have had the number 1 pick that year. Not when there was 8 teams. Not when there was 8 teams that had 18% or higher, including my Detroit Pistons was at like 42% chance of getting the first pick overall because they had the worst record in the league that year. But I digress.
Well, what about Dallas getting flagged? You know,
Marcus, I'm in.
That was a whole big thing too. I think that they got set up to get flagged, the first pick, because they lost. What's his name? To L.A.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Kawhi
there
Leonard,
was a whole
was it?
big setup with the NBA. I think a lot of shenanigans were going on with that.
So it looks like they had a free throw, and now it's 80-77. Jamie, why aren't you bringing it tonight, my man? Danny wants to know. Because he's watching the game.
I see that shit-eating grin underneath the camera right there. I
Chilling
saw
out.
it.
He's chilling.
He's either watching baseball or he's watching this basketball game. I don't know which one.
I'm
His
flipping
brain
back
is
and
going.
forth. Anyway,
I'm going back. Yeah, man, I know you're watching sports. I can tell because you get so intense and you're just like this. You don't even look up. You're just like.
anyway.
You know, we all have quiet nights, Danny. We all have quiet nights.
It's his turn. Anyways, Jason, tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, at Dodger Jason. Feel free to follow me, leave comments, commiserate with me, do whatever you want.
Boston Paul.
Right here, Jeremy. Right here. I'm just a guy that loves baseball, and every Saturday night, 8 Central, baseball roundtable talks at KCB.
Oh, you got a picture behind you tonight. What is it?
Family.
I just noticed it. I was like, wait, Paul got a background picture tonight.
I do.
Yeah. Adam.
Well, you can find me here on Saturdays when I'm not at camp and wasted off my ass like I was last Saturday. Yeah. I was ready to log on, and my cousin was like, "You're not doing that tonight. You were a little bit wasted, by man." And I'm like, all right.
He was Woma, wasted off my ass, Woma.
So you can find me here Saturdays. You can find me not this Monday, guys. We're off again Monday because I have a concert I just found out I'm going to on Monday. So you guys have another free night away from my asshole on Monday. Slacker, yeah. I get to go to how many concerts a year? Maybe 3, 4.
I'm just messing. Yeah,
unless you guys, we can do a different day, obviously, if you guys want to. But you know, sometimes another night off won't hurt. Yeah, Tuesday will be open mic. Wednesday, I guess looks like me and Marcus and Rich are gonna do a show. I know Marcus has his wrestling show or this morning. Actually, I missed it. I keep thinking today's Friday, so bear with me, folks. Jeremy, I don't.
Did you have today off? Did you have today off?
Oh. No, I work today.
Wait,
That's why I
Marcus
read
has
that.
a wrestling show?
Yes, Paul, are you interested? He does it on Saturday mornings.
Well, I mean, I'm interested in listening.
Yeah, he does it on Wednesday or Saturday mornings on Driving to the Top channel.
Okay.
Usually 9. He does it in the morning, so it's 9. It would be 9. You're
Cool.
in Central, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 10 Eastern or 11. I don't know. Marcus, if you're still listening, I don't know the times because I get so confused.
Marcus is in Mountain
I'll
Time
find
because
him.
he's in Texas, right?
No, that's they're both in
Central.
Central Time.
Oh, they're
Rich
both
and
in
Marcus
Central,
are both
okay.
in Central.
I'll
I
find
just
them.
don't remember
I'll
if they
find
do
them.
9 or 10 Central. I just don't remember.
Okay, if it's 10 a.m. Eastern, it's 9 Central.
Right. I just don't remember if I got my times confused. I don't know if they do 10 Central or 10 Eastern. I don't remember.
Okay.
So that's my fault. Yeah, they did a prediction show this morning. There were 3 big events coming up. And I just realized like we have a big event right up from my house in Youngstown with AEW next weekend.
Yeah.
I just realized
Nice.
that. So where else can you find me, Jeremy? Sports Talking It on Twitter, Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube. Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday we do a little bit different take on baseball because I didn't want to copy Jeremy's show because that'd be very ignorant of me. But we both wanted to do a baseball show, so we both had to take different routes. And I don't mind.
I go more
having both
into the
shows.
analytics and actual headlines, whereas you do more of the opinion-based show.
I like that. You know, it keeps a little different vibe, I guess we'll call it.
You like that?
All right. You like that?
You like that?
There we go. So he's getting all
right.
wound up now that the show's
Yeah,
over.
there we go.
What the hell?
Somebody must
What the
be
hell?
winning. All right, Jamie. With the longest outro in baseball roundtable talks history, it is the one, the only Jamie Malloy.
All right. So you guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1 at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog Tags on X, theforkball.com, and Buffalo Down, where I write about all sports. You can find me every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, where me and Joe Dalio on Driving the Top Productions do the Subway Conversation Show. We just did episode 9 of season 3, and then you can catch me on the same Driving the Top Productions Network at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, where anything goes on Open Sports and Open Mic Night. And then Wednesday night here on the KCB Huddle Sports Network, you can find me, Jeremy, and all the crew there for NFL Roundtable Talk. And, of course, every Saturday night, I'm back here with Jeremy, Boston Paul, and whoever else, Adam, and whoever wants to come on to the show, the Baseball Roundtable Talks, they can do that. So thank you guys very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, ring the bell for all notifications. For more content on the KCB Sports Network, you can find us on Roku TV, Amazon TV, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. For all of us here, I'm Jamie Malloy, and we'll see you next Saturday on the Baseball Roundtable Talks on the KCB Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
And as always, that's a wrap here at the Baseball Roundtable Sports on the KCB Sports Network. I have been your host with my good friends Dodger Jason, Boston Paul, Adam McNally, and Jamie Malloy. And we are happy to bring this to you weekly, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. And try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay bugged out.
Yeah, he bugged. As soon as I put that
Marcus,
up.
what time are your shows, Marcus, on Saturday for the wrestling? Real quick, before we hit that end button.
Yeah, we got Bush Apple. What time is your wrestling show on Saturday mornings? And what's the name of it so Boston Paul can find you?
It's on the YouTube. It's on the Driving to the Top YouTube channel.
Okay.
Drive to the top. Okay.
I know what time, Marcus. That's what we're asking for. What time are you recording?
What time
Boston
do
Paul
you
wants to
go
watch.
live in the mornings? (10 a.m. Central), so 11 a.m. Eastern.
Okay. Beautiful.
Cajun
Thank you.
Turnbuckle. It's the Cajun Turnbuckle Podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Captain Danny. And we are out.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.